Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Now it's Wilson. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Gregory Rousseau in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often, because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On second down now, it's Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Panthers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield down. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Here's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Patterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. By anyone's measure, CeeDee Lamb had an excellent rookie campaign with 74 catches and 935 yards. He's poised for an even bigger season this year. Mayfield on first down. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. DJ Reader busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Mayfield. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. On third down, Mayfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On play action, Rodgers. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one, 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. It's Ridley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Flush to his right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And the Panthers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At their own 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 4. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Rodgers' throw taken in by Ridley here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rodgers now on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Let's go.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree.
It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He's coming to 50.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll get this to the Wangu. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
First down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Mayfield. That's caught left side, Myers with it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they'll get this down to the 10.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield able to shake him off. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
A loss of 7 brings up 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the gun, Mayfield. Now he's flushed out left. This is caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The return man, Wilson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They run with Patterson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Running out of the gun with his head for the 1st. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Panthers. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. Gets big yards.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And J.C. Jackson is a name that more and more NFL fans are able to identify. And last year, a terrific year to be a corner in the AFC East. Xavier Howard of Miami led the NFL with 10 picks. But J.C. Jackson of the Pats, he finished second with 9, and he just gets another one.
On first down, it's Patterson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Rodgers throwing here. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, on that one, they go with the play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They'll keep it on the ground. Patterson, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will be at home next week to take on